Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Over the offseason, this organization embraced a new look, hoping maybe that can change the course of the franchise. For more, let's turn to Heidi Watney.
Now you can see the new look for this team all over town as fans have been streaming to the team store to pick up some fresh gear. And it's not just the fans who are excited about the new look. Several players proudly sent out photos of their new unis on social media earlier today. Now that the cosmetic changes are done, we'll see if it translates to great play on the field.
Chris Paddack gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at a pretty good pitcher right here. ERA under 3.5 last season, and there are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have this guy in the rotation. Very solid and very dependable.
In now, Raimel Tapia, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throws in time, and that's out number one. In now for Colorado, Charlie Blackmon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Striding in for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Legara's on the run. That's a hit, their first of the new season. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The shortstop, Trevor.
Man at second here with 2 away, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Daniel Murphy steps in now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 0-1 offering. Story at second with 2 down. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. German Marquez is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Left side, but well foul. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now the pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Tommy Pham, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Previous history with German Marquez. He's gone 2 for 5. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting 4.
Stepping up to the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Padres leave 1. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in, David Dahl, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, Dom Nunez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the stretch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nobody out, runner on first. Popped him up. A lean, and he makes the catch. Oh, he snatched that right out of the dugout for the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth.
At the plate, Joey Wendell. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit down the line at first. Oh and 1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground to third. Machado is there. Dozier on to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network. And in steps Manny Machado. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia, and that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order. They still trail 1-0. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Marquez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And the 3rd inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Still 2-2. Now here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
In now, Raimel Tapia as he drives a liner to right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And a relay home, and it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nolan Arenado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. First delivery to him on the way. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Story is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And another foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so...
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And up next, postseason record holder Daniel Murphy. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. Rockies forced to settle for 1. So striding in, Francisco Mejia as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Popped up. Murphy has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So here now's the pitcher, Chris Paddack. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And the Friars are into the hit column.
The center fielder, number 7.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. He'll start this at bat with a knuckle curve right there, strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. Story brings it in. There's 1. On to Murphy. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Padres go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. David Dahl to the plate now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dom Nunez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Dom Nunez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First offering on its way. Down the first baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Hosmer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, while you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for them to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So here's Will Myers. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Hosmer is on his way home. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
There's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Ready on 0-2. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2, and he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. We played 4 full. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres 1. stepping in, Marquez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Sent on the ground out to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Gets a small piece near the plate, but that one rolls foul. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And again a throw, and the runner back. Now another 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Nolan Arenado is at the plate as he watches ball one. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Trevor Story steps in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swing and a liner. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First delivery to him on the way. Francisco Mejia will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Tapia will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Up next for the Padres, the pitcher, Chris Paddack.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Chris Paddack. A base hit in his first trip. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The center fielder, number 7.
Here's Juan Lagares, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And Eric Hosmer will have a chance next with 2 out.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Hit on the ground toward the left. Arenado has it. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for San Diego, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl.
The left fielder, David Dahl.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Dom Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Fly ball out to right field. Myers is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman.
Striding in, Joey Wendell. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Myers on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up. So coming to the plate, Tommy Pham. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Fernando Tatis Jr. goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. Here's Manny Machado now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Skied into straightaway right. Blackmon is under it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score holds. It's 3-1. Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 15.
Digging in and looking for more, German Marquez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Myers on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The right fielder, number 9.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Striding into the box, Daniel Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
One for the Rockies in the inning, and it comes on the double by Arenado. Get up and stretch. Colorado leads it 4-1. Here's Will Myers. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer to the left side. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 9. Second
One
baseman.
away, and that'll bring in the power-hitting second baseman, Brian Dozier. A ball and no strikes. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Now batting, the catcher.
So striding forward now, Francisco Mejia. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Nunez, and the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Colorado's out. Into the box now, David Dahl will start us off in the 8th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, second baseman, Joey.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Dahl makes a break from first. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. From the belt, the pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jose Castillo will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Austin Hedges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Raimel Tapia. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Nope.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
On the ground for Dozier at second. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends. Leading off the inning, Austin Hedges. And they'll need him to get something going here. Now here's the pitch.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
No, that's down.
And this is low, ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Juan Lagares becomes out number 2 this inning. Here comes the first pitch. Eric Hosmer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Tapia. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Padres down in order. They trail it 4-1. Craig Stammen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep.
Number 34, Craig.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batter, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Rocket to third. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Machado has it. One there. On to first. A double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. Now to the plate, Tommy Pham. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The left fielder, Tommy.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
To the plate now, Manny Machado, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Blackmon on the move. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
So last chance here, and stepping in, Will Myers. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. German Marquez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Rockies, 4 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Petco Park, a sellout, 40,209. The Padres thank you for your continued support and remind